Hi, my name is Marielle Joseph. I have been working in the healthcare field for almost 5 years. I know how obesity is challenging to children, so I am going to talk about childhood obesity and how to prevent it. Childhood obesity is a serious and rising health concern in this country, and among the children, it is at its epidemic level. According to CDC, the Center of Disease Control, during the last 2 decades, 1/3 of American children have become overweight or obese. Since obesity is a preventable disorder that could lead to other health effects, short-term and long-term, it is required that people involve in so many ways in order to prevent it. Childhood obesity is involved in the excessive amount of body fat. There are two types of classification that involve in weight gain. Being overweight, referring to weight gain. Obesity, which is the excess amount of body fat. So, childhood obesity occurs when a child is above his age weight and age range, which is determined by the body mass index BMI. Children that are at risk of obesity are those genetically predisposed and have parents that are also obese. Childhood obesity has short-term and long-term health effects such as high blood pressure, high cholesterol, psychiatric problems like depression, poor self-esteem, and negative image of themselves. Children with this disorder are more likely to be obese into adulthood and are at risk of heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, osteoarthritis, and many types of cancers. Because this disease is very challenging to children and also preventable, so parents, schools, caregivers, food companies, government need to get more insights of this epidemic and what it can lead to, instead of complaining and worrying about the excess of weight or the body image. Over the years, childhood obesity has continued to increase dramatically. So, preventing and treating this epidemic requires a change of attitude by developing an healthy lifestyle, including physical activity, healthy foods, and drink choices. So, knowing that activity level and food choices are influenced by family members. So, if parents adopt healthy eating habits, then the children will form this habit as well and could carry that into adulthood. So, it is very important that parents find it necessary to help their children to develop a routine of physical fitness on a regular basis. Then, instead of spending their time to watch TV, they can go for a walk, they can run, ride their bike, and also participate at a fitness club. Another key to prevent childhood obesity is to limit the amount of time they use to watch TV, because CDC report that children from 8 to 18 years old spend an average of 7.5 hours to watch TV and eating unhealthy food like popcorn, chips, French fries, etc. Some of them just stay connected with their cell phones or computers, playing games and texting. This kind of habits leads straight to obesity. Schools must also take their responsibility in playing an important role in serving healthy, nutritious foods and drinks, and also to help the children to get sufficient amount of physical education. Government has to be involved in this process by setting laws capable to help schools, caregivers to help keeping the children healthy. Food companies needs to help those children to follow dietary guidelines and to provide healthy foods to food markets, school, etc., in order to help the children to stay healthy and to also live longer. Childhood obesity is not only an American problem, but it is a worldwide. And this disease has become an epidemic and the worst that the US has ever seen, and which is an ongoing issue in this country. So, preventing childhood obesity is preventing the worst about the health effects it can cause. A lot of children are become a victim of childhood obesity in this country. However, there are many ways that can be used to decrease the amount of children victims of obesity by getting more insights of health effects it lead the obese children to, and also by learning how to prevent it. Seriously, if families, school, government, food companies, and caregivers don't focus on the causes of this epidemic and do not act fastly to prevent it, the children will face drastic consequences in the future. So the situation will become worse than ever.